Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT Takeover number 1. It is Fatal 4-Way tonight. We have 4 of the very best from NXT competing in one match for the NXT Championship. Apollo Crews, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Hideo Itami. That is our main event, but first, we have a number of exciting matches to get through, and that is including our current matchup. It is the Revival versus the American Alpha for the NXT Tag Team Championships. A lot to like about this team, the Revival. They're a bit of an old school throwback team. They have it all. They are certainly one of the up and coming teams here in NXT, and they are here tonight to try and take these NXT titles away from the American Alpha. Well, there's a lot to like about the Alphas. There's no doubt about that. I think these two guys have all the potential to be megastars in the tag team division up on the main roster when the time comes. But for now, they're here to try and take over the NXT tag team division. So far, so good, but they are yet to really be tested. Tonight is their first big test. This is the Revival versus the American Alpha. And I tell you what, this is split down the middle. I really don't know who's going to take this one, because the last couple of weeks, the American Alpha has been a little bit shaky. A couple losses and just starting to bring a little bit of element of doubt towards the American Alpha. Whereas the Revival, they've been as strong as an ox. Every week they are churning out the wins. They are performing, beating Enzo and Kaz. They are beating Blake and Murphy. They're beating all the top teams here in NXT. There's a hell of a lot to like about the Revival. And tonight, we may just see ourselves new NXT Tag Team Champions. Unless the American Alpha can get back to their best, try and rekindle those performances that they know they can do and bring them back and try and be at their very best. It's going to be a tough challenge for them, there's no doubt about that, but we'll see how they fare here tonight. So at the moment, Jason Jordan is currently in there. Scott Dawson as well. Dash Wilder waiting to get himself in there because Chad Gable has now brought himself into this matchup, and straight away Dawson has been tossed over the top of the rope. Dash and Dawson. What a team they've been, honestly. You know, there's nothing really pretty about them. They're not all that exciting to watch at times. They just grind you down and beat you down and, beat you up. That's what they're, that's more of like a throwback kind of team, but that's what they're all about, and they really are very effective. And obviously beating a number of the top teams, they're doing something right, and they've kind of discovered something that some teams perhaps are not using, and they are really using that effectively. And I guess sometimes some teams try and focus on hitting the big moves, trying to be flashy and brilliant and exciting for the fans, whereas these guys, they don't care what the fans think, they don't care what people think about them, all they want to do is win, and they are going about it the right way. I think that's the right mindset, quite honestly, and some teams like the American Alpha could really learn something from the Revival, who I think sometimes the American Alpha try to play up to the crowd sometimes, and they could probably, get caught out a little bit, whereas the Revival, you won't see too much of that. And at the moment, it is Chad Gable dominating Scott Dawson right now. So Dawson needs to try and get to the tag, you'd have to assume. Quick tags is always the name of the game. And now, well, bringing perhaps a page out of Gable's book. These suplexes now, 2 Germans. Here comes the third, perhaps. Connecting with a third German suplex. An opportunity now to get the tag, or perhaps even go for the cover here. I think he's going to choose the tag. No, decides to come out of the ring. Now he's going to come back in. And, well, he's let Gable get the tag, so there's an early mistake already from Scott Dawson. Tried to go for the tag, but instead, well, it didn't happen, and now, all of a sudden, Jason Jordan is back in, and the American Alpha are now back in control. So, an early mistake here from Dash and Dawson, and that could cost them here. A bit of miscommunication. Was he going for the tag? Did he want to get out of the ring? I don't know. Now they've got it right, and Dash Wilder is now into this matchup against Jason Jordan right now. And Jordan able to counter. And, Wilder taken down. So Dash is laying flat on his back. And since there's an opportunity to go for a tag again, Chad Gable is brought in this match. And that's what the American Alpha has been able to utilize very well. These frequent tags, we talk about it all the time throughout the series. But it really, the evidence suggests that's the way to go about it. I mean, look at the top teams we've seen. The White family utilize it so often. The Beast Code have utilized it. All the teams that go on to win Tag Team Gold utilize the quick tags, And I think the American Alpha have certainly got that down packed and understand the importance of earning those quick tags. And they're not afraid to try and get them as often as they possibly can. So they're very impressive to watch in terms of their tag team work. At the moment, Gable's trying to wear down and grind down Dash Wilder himself. He's going to bring in another tag. So there you go, another tag, a small window of opportunity there for a tag, and he takes it, he makes it, and now Jordan is in, and the fresher man comes in and now picks up Dash and plants him down with a scoop slam. The advantage has already been taken here, and now Jason Jordan is just going to grab the face of Dash and pull it back with his back and neck as well. And that is applying a lot of pressure to that lower back region. And Jordan now using his strength there. Oh no, turns it back into a power slam. Thought he was going to toss him over the top rope, grabbed the arm, pulled it back, bang, power slam. That's probably even more effective than what he was going for. Thunderous power slam, and that is going to hurt tomorrow. No doubt about that. Here comes the cover, the hook of the left leg, and Dash will kick out. Well, closely contested contest. Back and forth between these two right now, but so far so good for Chad Gable, Jason Jordan, the American Alpha. They are definitely on fire right now, and it's up to Dash to try and get his team out of this hole, get the tag, and bring in Scott Dawson. There's the scoop slam, an opportunity now. And he's going to go for it, and he'll do it. He's got the tag, so that's great work there from the Revival. They've made a few mistakes already in this matchup, but that's one way to try and rectify it. Dash was in trouble, isolated for a few minutes there, and he had a small chance to take the tag. He did, and now Scott Dawson is back into it, and perhaps Dash and Dawson, the Revival, are now back into this match. A couple of right hands there as well would suggest so at the same time. Now, Jordan against the ropes. Oh, big elbow! And down goes Jason Jordan, and all of a sudden, the momentum has shifted back into the favor of the Revival, just like that, and that's what a tag can really do, and Dash and Dawson have figured that one out after their early mishap. Scoop slam again. And doesn't go for another tag. Probably you'd see there Jason Jordan and Chad Gable would go for a tag there, but that's probably where, I guess the difference between the two teams is, I think the Revival like to have longer stints in there and try and utilize their minutes and utilize the time in there to try and allow the fresher man to, recover as much as he possibly can. Sometimes tagging in and out constantly, doesn't really benefit you all that much, but tagging every now and then will obviously give your tag team partner some time to recuperate. Kick to the head there, and now Jason Jordan, here we go, comes a suplex, side suplex, and now trouble now for Scott Dawson. Well, Jordan, I think, is going to go for the tag. Yes, he will. And Chad Gable now reintroduced back into this matchup with Scott Dawson in there at the same time. So nicely done there by the Alphas. They've been able to get that tag. And Dawson is down, opportunity, here we go, cover, hook of the leg again, and he'll kick out. Well, got to do a little bit more than that to beat the Revival. They're a strong team. Of course, the American Alpha defeated the Vaudevillains to capture the tag team gold at NXT Arrival. And here we go, some pressure applied to the legs of Scott Dawson. He had them both wrapped around the leg, Chad Gable, but didn't really decide to keep it in for too long, deciding that submissions perhaps is not the way to get the win here. Instead, trying to use it as a tool to keep Dawson down, trying to take the legs out and try and keep the pressure on. Now here's another hook of the leg. Left leg hook there, close to the ropes, but he's okay. He'll kick out regardless. Well, I wonder how the referee will be tonight. We've obviously seen plenty of mishaps here in NXT. Hopefully the referee remember to put his contacts in and paint his eyes back on, because he certainly needs to be on the lookout. Because we don't really want to see, especially in our big main event later on, we don't want to see any rope grabbing and the referee missing it. We don't want to see someone getting counted to 3, but still being able to kick out when it's really the count of 4. We don't want to see any of that tonight. Hopefully it's a fair fight and a fair game for all of our matchups. Next up, of course, it will be our NXT Battle Royal Invitational. 6-man Battle Royal, 6 of NXT superstars, well, perhaps even new superstars, I don't know. Anyone on NXT, or anyone in general, is allowed to come along and participate in this event. We could see legends, we could see rookies, we could see debuts, we could see NXT stars, WWE, who knows who could turn up for this one. But it is our invitational matchup, and it'll be a Battle Royal, and it'll be taking place next, followed by our Women's Championship matchup, Bayley versus Charlotte. as well. Here we go now. Gable with a cover. And of course, I did forget to mention, but if you are wanting to watch a specific matchup, please check out the description down below, and you can check out any match you want and skip to it. At the moment, Chad Gable still working down. This time, Dash Wilder is back in there. Gable's going to be out, and back in is Jason Jordan. So, well, the tags are working pretty well, let's be honest. Both teams are trying to utilize it, but I guess neither team is really focused on isolating one another. There hasn't really been anyone who's been stuck in there for too long. We saw in the opening stages, yes, but now look out, here comes Dash off the top of the rope, and Jason Jordan, that might be the one move to swing the momentum back in the favor of the American Alpha and turn this one around. Belly to belly, belly to belly suplex, and now this could be it. The cover. Is this gonna retain the titles? And Dash will kick out at the count of 2. Well, just to finish it up, I was gonna say neither team has really tried to isolate a single one of their opponents. If they can do that, that might be the key to victory. Jason Jordan's certainly trying to do that now, but Dash with a counter turns with a neck breaker. Now he needs to get the tag. Desperately, Jordan got the upper hand there. Dash should probably try for the tag. Decides against it. And now, hold on. Dash has got a hold of Jordan, and look out, slamming down Jason Jordan there. And now Dash is setting him up. Setting him up. This could be big right now. Jason Jordan in trouble, is he? Dash. Oh, tried to go to the knees to the face. Jordan getting the hell out of there. And now, just like that, thought he was going to get the tag. Dash good enough to counter. And now going to bring Jordan back into his own corner. And the tag has been made. So brilliant work there. So Dash was in a position where the tag could have been made. He was about to be isolated in that corner. But instead, he got himself out of there. Jason Jordan distracted here, coming after Dash still. Did he realize the tag has been made? I'm not sure. Scott Dawson is the legal man, but yet Jason Jordan still wants a piece of Dash Wilder. Well, he's coming after the wrong guy right now. And here comes Dawson, trying to save his tag team partner. And the steel steps in play. Well, Jason Jordan making a mistake here. Now the double team could be about to occur. Jordan, look out. He's going to be tossed to the other side and falls over near the barricade on the steel ring post. The referee counting now. Jason Jordan's going to get himself back in there. He's trying, and he gets there. Dash tried to stop him from doing so. A count-out victory wouldn't help them out, though. I'm not sure why he was trying. Maybe he just wanted to try and keep the beatdown happening. And now, Jason Jordan going for the cover. Gable's in the ring. Perhaps he thinks he's got a chance of winning this one, or maybe he wants to try and even things up and make it 2-on-2 instead of a 2-on-1 situation. Well, anyways, Jason Jordan now back to his feet, working down Scott Dawson. A chance now to capitalize. They've struggled for the last few minutes here. The Revival have gotten the better of them since Jason Jordan made that small little error trying to come after Dash. Instead, Dawson, the legal man. Now Gable coming after Dash on the other side of the ring. Wow, tossing Dash over there, and I think he might have nearly collected some of the steel steps as well. And now, wait a second, and here comes the crossface. Well, Dash Wilder's got a crossface locked in, and Jordan may be tapping no. Dash has been able to get the better of Chad Gable there. Dawson, meanwhile, was happy with what he did, and look out, oh my goodness, what a suplex there. The Exploder suplex, and I tell you what, that really was explosive. That may have just destroyed Scott Dawson right now. Dash realizes the urgency. He's not going to get there, but luckily enough, Dawson able to kick out of his own accord. Wow, this match is as close as it gets right now. Jason Jordan has got the upper hand, but Dawson with a German. And that might just turn things around. The suplex there, and Chad Gable now available to get the tag. So both Dawson and Jordan were not able to go for the tag, which could cost them because Dash and Gable were too busy fighting each other. But Dawson has been able to create a bit of a separation there, and now Dash is in, and this might be it. That tag might just win them this match, you'd have to say. Oh, the referee! The referee, well, normally, I guess he doesn't have any ability to see what's coming. I mean, the guy needs the strongest pair of glasses in the world, so he didn't see Jason Jordan coming right at him, and he's fallen over. He's taken a tumble. Jeez, I hope he's okay. That would be disastrous if anything happened to him. And almost in the way of the suplex as well. The superplex off the top of the rope. Now, can he count the 3? Because Dash is about to try and win this match for his team. No, kick out at 2. Dash back to his feet. Dawson continue to work away on Gable over there. Those two might have a confrontation. Yes. Dawson tosses Gable over the top of the rope. And Dash continued to wear down Jordan. So Jordan's all by himself. Now Gable nowhere to be tagged because he's too busy with Dawson. But Jordan may not need him anyways. He tosses Dash away. And he's waiting for Dash to get back to his feet. Picks him up. Hits him with a slam. And this could be it. This might be it. Both Gable and Dawson trying to get there. But it's too late. It is a victory for the American Alpha. What a win it is. And a retaining of their tag team titles here in NXT at NXT Takeover. A big win for Chad Gable and Jason Jordan. A much needed win to continue them on the right path. The Revival was very, very good tonight, but perhaps they just need a little bit more time before they can knock off the Alphas. A strong performance from them, no doubt. Dawson probably too busy wrapped up with what was going on with Chad Gable to the outside instead of focusing on in the ring. And that may have just cost him a little bit. And now, well, it is the American Alpha keeping the NXT Tag Team Championships. And that is their first championship defense here at NXT Takeover. What a win for Gable and Jordan. They are impressive, no doubt about that. There's a lot to like about them. Their frequent tags certainly stood out for me. They're very, very impressive. And now they just have to try and keep the consistency going. Try and make sure that they're winning on a week-to-week basis. If they can do that, they could be champions for a very long time. Big, big win. The American Alpha. They retain their tag team titles. We get ready for our next matchup. Of course, it is going to be our NXT Battle Royal Invitational. Who is going to show up for this one? I really don't know. So the American Alpha, they keep their belts for another day, and we'll see who will be the next team to match up with them in our future episodes of NXT. Now let's get on to our Battle Royal match. Well, it's Battle Royal time here tonight, but it means that we are ready to lift the tempo a little bit, because here comes the newest member of the NXT roster. His name is No Way Jose. Well, he's an interesting character, no doubt about that. He likes to dance around a little bit, and he's a happy camper, no doubt about that. He's got a big smile on his face. He's ready for competition here tonight, as we don't know his opponents as of yet. But this is a big chance for him. Obviously, winning this Battle Royal will definitely kickstart his career and put him in the right direction to kick things off. So who is his opponent? Well, who's this? That's Elias Sampson. Elias Sampson is here, and he's another one of our newest NXT recruits. And he's a bit of a drifter, isn't he? He's got the guitar in hand as well. And he's going to be a very, very, well, unique addition to our roster. He could be something very special, this guy, given the opportunity. And that's what he has here in NXT. He has a big chance here tonight to really show us what he can do. And we'll see who his opponents are. And okay, here comes the familiar face. It is none other than Austin Aries. And Austin Aries, he's been going pretty steady, let's be honest. He hasn't quite broken through yet, but he is going to be a major player here on NXT in the coming weeks. No doubt about that. He could be a future NXT champion. That's where I think Austin Aries is headed. I think if he can beat his opponents here tonight, win this Battle Royal, he might just get himself in the contention. Obviously, 3 guys will be taken out of contention after tonight, perhaps, if AJ Styles can defend. And that will obviously open up a lot of opportunities for someone here tonight. And it also could be another opportunity for this man, Baron Corbin. Well, Baron Corbin, he is the lone wolf, and he is a big man and someone you must be fearing, because Baron Corbin, he can be truly something here in NXT. I think Corbin and Aries, honestly, right now, are probably the next two in line for the NXT Championship. They are on the fringe of breaking through, and if either one of them can win this battle royal here tonight, it might just fast track them into the NXT Championship. It is great to see so many of our top tier names doing well here at NXT. Corbin's being one of them. Obviously had a bit of a mishap on the recent episode of NXT. Looking to hit back tonight. And here comes another familiar face. It is Ty Dillinger. Another one of our, well, interesting NXT superstars. The man who likes to be an absolute perfect 10. And if he can be perfect here tonight, he'll win this battle royal. And we haven't really seen the best yet of Ty Dillinger. And tonight gives him a big opportunity to show us what he can do. What will he be able to do here tonight? What does he have to offer us? What can he produce? Can he produce the perfect score? Or will he, unfortunately, well, instead of a 10, he might be a 0. Who knows? But hopefully he can produce the 10 and get himself a big win. One of his first major victories here in NXT. He can certainly use one. And oh, who's this? It is our final participant of the Battle Royal. Who's it gonna be? It's Eric Young! Wow! One of the hottest free agents is here at NXT. Eric Young has arrived. Well, that's a big surprise. We knew No Way Jose and Elias Sampson were going to be here at some point, but we had no idea about Eric Young. He's here tonight, and what a way to make your debut here at NXT Takeover Fatal 4-Way. He is here to make a big impact, and if he can do this, get this win here tonight, who knows where this could lead Eric Young. And what a way to make your debut in this battle royal. Sampson and Dillinger in the corner there, and Young and No Way Jose. Aries and Corbin as well. No surprise, Aries and Corbin coming after one another with the stakes that are on the line, as we said a moment ago. Probably the next two in line. They definitely want to one-up each other and try and get each other out of this battle royal ASAP to try and set themselves up with a future opportunity at that NXT title. Young and Jose in the corner there as well. And Sampson into the corner there by Dillinger. But the elbow struck there, the Dillinger unable to fight through. Corbin now potentially eliminated, as is Dillinger. Aries is trying to get rid of Corbin. Sampson trying to get rid of Dillinger. Jose's in trouble as well. Dillinger back in the ring. Corbin's back in. But No Way Jose. He's out. Eric Young picks up the first elimination. And a big one at that. And Dillinger eliminates Sampson as well. So Dillinger is not prepared to get outshined here tonight. He's trying to be a perfect 10 in his biggest match thus far in his career here in NXT. And Young with a big suplex there to Austin Aries. Now Corbin over the top of the rope. Dillinger, if he can eliminate Corbin, this will be huge for him. Dillinger, he gets rid of Corbin. Corbin is gone. And that is a major upset. I thought Corbin might have been a lock to win this one with the size advantage that he has. Now Aries and Eric Young battling each other as well. Dillinger is trying to get rid of Young. No. Takes it back with a knee to the midsection. Dillinger looking pretty good so far. He's been at least an 8 so far. He needs to get a couple more eliminations to get to that 10 mark. But so far, so good. Aries now. He's trying to get rid of Eric Young. Spoil the debut. He's going to try and do it. Young holding on for dear life. He's in trouble. He's gone. Wow. Big elimination by Austin Aries. And Eric Young hoping to start his NXT career off on a highlight, on a high note. It's not going to happen. And oh, what a swinging neckbreaker there by Dillinger. So we're down to Austin Aries, the greatest man to ever live. And Ty Dillinger looking for that perfect 10. Well, he's gone up to a 9 now, I suppose. He's lasted the other 4, and now he's in the final of this one. But he's coming up against Austin Aries, one of the toughest there is in NXT. And Dillinger now heading up to the top of the rope. This could be a mistake. hits the elbow perfectly, I'm going to say, and he is looking really good right now. Wow, this is something we haven't seen yet from Tye Dillinger. I think tonight he probably senses this is his moment, this is his night, this is his opportunity to step out and break through here in NXT, and by winning this Battle Royal, eliminating Austin Aries right now, he can do that. Aries is trying to shrug off Dillinger, who's trying to use his size advantage to get Aries over the top of the rope. But Aries not having any of it. Aries, a well-traveled performer and very experienced veteran. He's one of the best going around, and he's trying to get rid of Tye Dillinger right now, who's holding on for dear life. This is about to be it. Dillinger, oh, he's just holding on with one hand. Now he grabs on with the second, and he's back in this match. That was very close. Aries now attempted swinging neck breaker, and Dillinger shrugs him off. Aries now, look out. Oh, the knee right to the midsection of Tye Dillinger. Well, this is close now. Oh, the leg. Snap back as well, and Tye Dillinger holding on for dear life right now. Aries is getting ready to try and put this one away. Dillinger just barely survived before. Can he survive to win this Battle Royal? Austin Aries trying to remove Tye Dillinger. He's got him up at the top. Tye Dillinger is in a real bad position. Dillinger holding on. Dillinger is gone. Tye Dillinger has been eliminated, and Austin Aries picks up the win here tonight at NXT Takeover, outlasting 5 of the up-and-coming stars here in NXT and some of the best here in NXT that we have to offer. Some exciting debuts, but at the end of the day, it's the veteran himself, Austin Aries, and one of the up-and-coming megastars here in NXT. Austin Aries, a future NXT champion, there's absolutely no doubt in that. And he starts that campaign off with a big win here tonight. The Women's Championship matchup. It is Bayley versus Charlotte. And here comes our #1 contender, Bayley, to the ring right now. Yes, again, I haven't changed the entrance, so before you say anything, yes, I know it sucks. It'll be changed next episode. Anyways, Bayley, our #1 contender, coming out for her opportunity. A pretty impressive win against Becky Lynch on the recent episode of NXT as well. Can she back it up though? 24 hours after her big win, she'll have to try and do so and try and knock off the champion, become the next NXT Women's Champion. Speaking of champions, here comes our Women's Champion Charlotte to the ring. And the gold just kind of suits her around her waist, but we've yet to really have Charlotte really tested so far as a champion. This is her first big test as champion. Will it be one and done for Charlotte here tonight, or will she be able to hang on to that championship and continue on and begin a very impressive reign? Well, it is 2 of the very best here in NXT in our women's division clashing here tonight. Bayley having to become the #1 contender by winning a matchup that really featured a number of our top tier women here at NXT, and by winning that match she certainly solidified herself as one of the top contenders, and obviously beating Becky Lynch one-on-one recently as well. Bayley has certainly proven herself. I was pretty doubtful, but now definitely Bayley has sold me after some impressive wins, and she continues to fight no matter who her opponent is, and show us what she can do. Obviously, Charlotte, huge size advantage here. The long legs of Charlotte, the larger body frame, and the height advantage. It's going to help Charlotte out. No doubt, just like that reach advantage there, being able to nail the drop kick. I don't think she really got all of it, but she got enough to keep Bayley off of her feet. And planting down Bayley as well with that slam. So Charlotte, that advantage will certainly come into play. And Bayley will have to be very wary of it to try and win this championship here tonight. And Bayley taking Charlotte off of her feet. So this is really a test to kind of, I don't know, test out the waters a little bit here in our women's division. Who really is the best here in NXT? While Charlotte has the championship, you can argue that she's not really the best just yet. She still has a lot to prove by winning a multi-women matchup. Doesn't really quite prove you're the best. This singles match like this, these are the matches that you must win, and this is the type of match that will certainly solidify yourself as a champion and stand you out from the rest of the competition. So Charlotte needs to win this one here tonight, not only to keep the championship, but to kind of get herself going here in NXT. And she's been kicked off her feet again there by Bayley. I think Charlotte would surprise me as well. She has one eye set on the main roster as well. That's what Charlotte really is all about. She's a very driven woman, and she definitely wants to try and succeed as many goals and win as many championships as she can. So if she does lose this championship here tonight, I'm sure she'll definitely want to try and win it back. But I think it wouldn't surprise me as well as she kind of looks ahead a little bit as well. Oh, taken down head first as Bayley planning down Charlotte, now bringing her back in the middle of the ring. A chance now to put her away. She can look for it. She's going to go for the cover, hook of the leg, and Charlotte will kick out. So I just get the feeling with Charlotte that her time in NXT might be limited anyways. I get the feeling that she might be looking to go up to the main roster sooner rather than later. And wouldn't surprise me if she went up to the main roster with the NXT Championship around her waist. Now, I'm not sure if our NXT General Manager, Shawn Michaels, would allow her to do so. But I'm sure she would definitely try and get herself a SmackDown or Raw contract, because that's what Charlotte really is all about, what we've seen from her. Oh, neck breaker there as well. But for Bayley, it seems as though she's very focused and driven on trying to be the best the best that she can here in NXT. Right now, cover here by Charlotte, and a kick out there by Bayley. So we'll see if the drive of Charlotte gets the better of her. Sometimes not having your full focus and attention on a match at hand and trying to kind of do two things at once or focus on a number of different things can leave you a little bit short when it comes to the important moments. There's a spear there by Charlotte, though. Nothing short about that. She's hit that perfectly. Now Bayley needs to kick out, and she does. So the pressure's on, but Bayley able to kick out. And Charlotte, you can see a little bit of frustration already. She perhaps believes that she should have won that right there, and that's a little bit, I guess, advantageous of her. I'm not sure if she really had done enough to put Bayley away there. Early stages in this match still. And now these right hands by Charlotte. Just bang, bang, bang. Nothing pretty about them. She's just a little bit robotic about those strikes, but it worked. Bayley's down. So Charlotte with those strikes there. And now here's the cover. And the hook of the leg, and she'll kick out again. So Charlotte, tempted dropkick missing. Bayley getting out of the way, back up to her feet now. Chance now for Bayley to strike back, but Charlotte again countering, and boom, takes down Bayley. So Charlotte's just too good right now. Every time Bayley's looking for something, Charlotte's been able to get out of the way. And I guess Charlotte's starting to prove that she is the best right now. And we've been pretty doubtful. Oh, face first. Well, look at that. That is brilliant from Charlotte. And, you know, we've been quite doubtful of Charlotte, like we said a moment ago. You know, how good is she? We don't really know. We haven't seen enough of her in action to really determine that. But I think right now we are starting to certainly see what Charlotte is made of and what she's all about. She is just picking apart Bayley right now, piece by piece, bone by bone, and having her way. She is dominating right now. Bayley's desperately trying to keep herself in it and get back into this match and try and gain a bit of momentum, but Charlotte just keeps shutting it down. Now Bayley, though, tosses Charlotte into the corner. And Bayley might be looking to go up to the top of the rope with Charlotte. Charlotte is up to the top. And here's trouble. This is what we want. Oh, arm drag off the top. And Bayley pretty happy about that. Tossing Charlotte off the top of the rope. And now, head first. The back of the head. Into the mat. That is going to hurt. Perhaps even concuss Charlotte a little bit. And she might be seeing stars and fairies if she takes a few more of those knocks. Oh my goodness. Well, nothing pretty about that, but it is very, very effective by Charlotte, that slam. And now, this might be it. Charlotte might be looking to put Bayley away here. What is she thinking now? Charlotte, look out. Oh, head first. And now Charlotte to put Bayley away. This might just be it now. The cover. Bayley must kick out. She will. The shoulder is up. Just barely, though. I tell you what, Charlotte, she is looking very good. She's dominating this match. Bayley just can't quite seem to get going. Charlotte is just doing everything in her power to keep Bayley down. Now this could be it as well. No, Bayley countering, and I tell you what, she needed to do that. And now the half crab. And Charlotte trying to crawl her way to the rope. She's getting close. I think Bayley realized, released the hold while she could. And now Bayley. We saw her win with the Bayley to belly on the episode of NXT yesterday. And now there it is. The Bayley to belly slam. And Charlotte with a shoulder up. Wow, Charlotte had to kick out. And I wasn't really expecting Bayley to get the win there. I kind of felt Charlotte was going to kick out due to the fact that Bayley has really not been able to sustain any damage to Charlotte in the lead up to that. She really just hit the move out of nowhere, really. And she kind of has to wear down Charlotte first for the win to come into play. And the champion able to kick out, and that's what champions can do. They can kick out of the toughest maneuvers. Charlotte's certainly proving right now that she deserves to be the champion and that she is the best right now. And Bayley's trying to lift to another gear to try and beat the best. Charlotte is in 5th gear. Bayley's trying to get there, but she's just stop-start right now. She's trying to get there as soon as she can, but Charlotte... Oh no, Charlotte can't quite put Bayley down with a scoop slam. Now Bayley has a hold of Charlotte. Into the corner she goes. Bayley's starting to get some momentum now. She's just starting to string together a bit of a combination of maneuvers here. Here comes Bayley! And leapfrogs Charlotte to the other side of the ring. And Bayley, oh, Charlotte back up. Kicks back up, but it's not going to matter. She's gone straight back down, face first. Planted down again there by Bayley. Well, this is pretty good here from both women right now. Charlotte opening stage of this one looking incredibly good. But Bayley, though, has been able to persevere and come back here. Who is going to dig deep to try and persevere and get this win? Charlotte trying to crawl her way back to her feet. Bayley now doing the same. I think Charlotte's going to get up there first. She's up. Can she take advantage? Snapmare takedown. And now the legs, those long legs wrapped around Bayley. But Bayley fights out of it. And Bayley now has Charlotte from behind. Russian leg sweep. And this is Bayley's moment. This is her shot. This is her chance. She has Charlotte down. Bayley is in control. She just has to finish it now. We saw the Bayley to belly earlier, and it didn't quite work out. The backbreaker there, but she's worn Charlotte down a little bit more now. She goes for it again. It might just work. Another snapmare, and now the knee drilled into the back of Charlotte, pulling those arms back as well. The pressure there on Charlotte. She's trying to fight through it. Bayley just stretching the arms back further and further. The extra pressure applied to this back region. Now trying to get back up. Charlotte with the elbow to Bayley. She's up. And now Bayley into the corner. Charlotte coming, but Bayley with the counter. And this is what Bayley couldn't do in the opening stages of this match. She couldn't counter the big moves. She couldn't just... those strikes and the attacks from behind. And she just couldn't reverse anything, which was really costing her. Which is why Charlotte was able to really get a lot of momentum going there. And Bayley was unable to really get any offense in at all. Now she's trying to pretty much turn the tides a little bit here. Now she's trying to hit those reversals, and she's having a lot more success with it. Charlotte, though, with a reversal of her own. Missile drop kick off the top of the rope. Well, the tide has turned now. Just when you thought Charlotte was struggling a little bit, Bayley cannot capitalize, and Charlotte hits back with a missile drop kick. Bayley is down. Charlotte might be about to try and put this one away. Look out, here comes. And she's got the figure 4 in. The figure 4. And will Bayley tap? I don't think so. Well, Charlotte, has she got Bayley down? Can she dig deep to try and kick out of this? Has she got anything left? The cover. And she does. She just manages to fight through it and kick out right now. And Charlotte, you can see she's struggling a little bit. She's just running on fumes, trying to survive, trying to keep this title. It's taken a lot out of her. Charlotte missing with a drop kick. Bayley now countering the strike. And uh-oh! Bayley to belly! This is it! This is it now! We have ourselves a new women's champion! She's done it! Well, what about that from Bayley? She persevered. She made a huge comeback in that match. She's come back and she has now won the Women's Championship. Bayley has done it. She's knocked off the champion. It was a struggle at first. She got herself going and she lifted into a new gear that Charlotte could not go into, and now Bayley has won herself the title. There it was, the miss on the kick, and she just shut that down right there, and she knew it. Right there was her moment. She connected, and straight away the cover, the hook of the leg, it was all over from there. Charlotte took it earlier on. She just managed to kick out, but the second time you knew, the second Bayley to belly, it was gonna be over. Well, impressive here from Bayley. Our first title change of the night, and our first title change in NXT history. Bayley, the second women's champion in NXT. Impressive, no doubt about that. A great win for her. And now this could be the start of something great here for Bayley here in NXT. A great win for her. And now we get ready for our main event. It is the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Championship. It is time for our main event. It is Fatal 4-Way action with our first participant coming out right now. His name is Apollo Crews. And what a win he had over Hideo Itami on our recent episode of NXT, really solidifying himself as a top tier contender for this championship here tonight. I had him as an outsider, a bit of an underdog, but now, without a doubt, Apollo Crews is a top tier contender in this one. He could be our next NXT champion. It would not shock me at all. I think Crews has a great chance, and honestly, you know, I've never really seen such a close battle between four superstars. Generally you have one or two that you think, yeah, no way. But in this one, I really believe all four have an equal chance of winning right now. All four of them have been just as impressive as each other. I did have AJ Styles slightly ahead right now, and I'm still sticking by that. But I think right now, with that win that Crews got on NXT, he has certainly elevated himself right up there with a great chance. And he is going to be in for a big fight though, because he is coming up against three of the very best from NXT, including this man, Hideo Itami. He was the original #1 contender, winning a triple threat match over Finn Balor and Samoa Joe a month or so back now. And well, since then, Hideo Itami, he got his title shot, no doubt he did. It was against AJ Styles one-on-one, but unfortunately the match didn't end because Samoa Joe and then Apollo Crews joined him not too long after, came out to interfere, and the match was thrown off. So Hideo Itami didn't actually get his fair shot, and instead he's had to be joined by Samoa Joe and Apollo Crews to make it a fatal 4-way. So I guess Hideo Itami, he's got a right, you know, he's deservedly so quite pissed off that he has to be in this match tonight. He deserves a one-on-one rematch, and unfortunately, he ain't gonna get it. So instead, he has to deal with this man as well, Samoa Joe. Well, in terms of wins and losses, Samoa Joe, not exactly that proficient right now, not getting all the wins that he would have liked, but I tell you what, Joe is certainly dismantling everyone in his path. He is a machine right now. AJ Styles, he learnt that firsthand last week on NXT, where Samoa Joe absolutely destroyed him after their classic matchup. It was a great match, no doubt about that. Styles and Joe, they put on a clinic. At the end of the day, Styles just got the win, but Samoa Joe got his revenge. There's no doubting that. Samoa Joe, he is a wrecking ball, and if you get in his way, he will put you down and destroy you. And I think all three of these men in this match have learned that. Apollo Crews especially. And here comes the champion. Here comes AJ Styles, the NXT champion. The man who, well, he's got the toughest night of them all, having to defend his championship in a fatal 4-way. But if anyone can do it, it is AJ Styles. In great touch right now is Styles. And like I said, I back him to be able to do it again if he can just separate himself with someone and get that opportunity to put the Styles Clash on. When it's a one-on-one opportunity, I get the feeling Styles can do it. But he has to try and well, get away from Samoa Joe, I believe. I think Samoa Joe is his biggest threat right now. And if he can get away from Joe, isolate himself with perhaps Hideo Itami or Apollo Crews, I give him a good chance to beat one of those two. I think Samoa Joe, even though he got the win over Joe last week, I think Samoa Joe is his biggest threat in this one. But there is the NXT Championship. Of course, AJ Styles and Apollo Crews met in the NXT #1 Contenders Tournament back a couple months ago now, and AJ Styles got the win there to eliminate Apollo Crews from that tournament. Of course, Styles went on to win the tournament and win the NXT Championship because of it. Apollo Crews now coming after Hideo Itami. There's a suplex, going for a second one. Boom, what about a third from Crews? Great start to this one. Turns into a German suplex, and Styles is launched to the outside of the ring. Joe and Styles again. Well, Joe, he is after revenge. And I think Styles is certainly after it as well after the beatdown. And I'm sure Hideo Itami wouldn't mind getting a win over Apollo Crews after their mishap. His mishap on NXT. As you see, the baseball bat introduced it. Hideo Itami tried to introduce that in their matchup last episode. And, oh no, blocked there by Crews. And Itami was unable to use it. This time it's all legal. The Fatal 4-Way rules will allow weapons to be used. Itami's trying to get the better of Crews, and Crews is having none of it. He is really controlling Hideo Itami right now, planting him down again as Joe and Styles, they'll battle it out as well. This one's going to be crazy to call. I'll try my best to get it done, but at the moment, everyone's outside the ring. Makes it a little easier. A powerbomb there by Crews to the outside. Hideo Itami, he's feeling the effects. And a German suplex there by Styles and Samoa Joe as well. So a frantic start to this one already. Styles is kicking and planting down Joe head first. Near that baseball bat too, I believe. I think it's in there somewhere. Oh, face first, down goes Itami. Plenty of history between Styles and Itami as well. Drop kick there by Joe on AJ Styles. And really the big rivalry heading into this one, I thought, was between Styles and Apollo Crews. So far, they haven't really met yet, but I'm sure that's going to change. Crews on the top with a splash! And I think he connected as well. Our camera and our view is a little obstructed there, but I think he connected there on Hideo Itami. So Crews, that's the high-flying ability that he has. Despite the size, he can fly, and it was very effective on that occasion. Now we're heading back into the ring. Joe, is he going to fly? No, Crews is going to put an end to that. And now Crews and Joe, they'll meet again. Here we go. Apollo Crews off of the top rope. Look out, Joe. He's going for a ride. Superplex. And the cover now. Styles is busy with Itami. Turns around, realizes the urgency of the situation, and breaks it up. So he got rid of Itami, but he still had two more men to deal with. And that's how difficult it is to win a Fatal 4-Way. Now, Styles thinks he might have Joe, and Crews realizes and breaks it up. And I think the referee caught a shot there by Crews on the way down. He's had a hard night, this referee. He's had a couple knocks. I hope he feels okay. He's going to have a few bruises tomorrow. But so far, he's done a good job. I think I need to knock on some wood because I think I just jinxed myself. But who knows? Styles and Joe again. Now Itami and Crews once again. Back to where we started, I think we are now. Styles heading to the outside. What's he thinking? Is he thinking a weapon as well? Whereas Crews trying to pick up Itami didn't work. The sledgehammer is in. And Joe blocking the sledgehammer. And oh, okay, the sledgehammer goes flying. All right. It's gone. And Styles is planted down. Look out, Crews has the shoulders down on Itami. He'll kick out. So Samoa Joe not really aware there what was going on. Crews is aware, but Itami wanted a piece of Apollo Crews instead, but he pays for it, and luckily enough, the kick out did occur. Another sledgehammer now. We saw what happened to the first one. It went to, I think it went to outer space. That's never to be seen again. And Crews lands on Hideo Itami after flying over the top of the rope. And Samoa Joe taken down as well. Styles went for a big right hand there on Joe. Missed out. And now Joe, look out. Exploder suplex and oh, into the barricade. What about that from Samoa Joe? Wow. Samoa Joe now again, and Styles landing viciously on the back of his back, up in that neck region as well. I tell you what, Samoa Joe, he is absolutely brutal, isn't he? He is relentless. Hideo Itami and Apollo Crews in the middle of the ring. That's the one to watch out for, because this could be a pinning predicament. And speaking of pinfalls, Hideo Itami's going for it, and Crews powers out at the counter too, though. I think Joe took a look at it. I think Joe was going to get himself back in there, but Styles still wanted Joe. And I think Styles paid for it. And a fall-away slam by Apollo Crews there. And now Crews turns into a pinfall. And Samoa Joe sees it. I think he's coming back in the ring now to try and shut this down. He realizes, hey, this could be over soon if I don't do something about it. And now he's coming after Apollo Crews. Two bitter rivals, they meet again. Well, Joe, I think he's been more worried about the champion thus far than Crews. And that's really what Joe's been all about. And, oh, the kick to the head there of Hideo Itami. And Styles pretty happy with himself as well. Wait a minute. He wants Itami to get back to his feet. Here comes Styles. Couple of shots there. Down goes Itami. Plants down Itami as well. And look out now. AJ Styles is getting himself going. Styles, he's heading to the top of the rope. AJ Styles off the top. What's he got planned here? Styles, big splash. And now the cover. And Itami just gets out at 2. Look out, here comes Joe with a running snapmare on Hideo Itami. He's going to go for it as well, pressing down on Itami. Here we go. And he'll just kick out again. The pressure is certainly applied right now to Hideo Itami, feeling the effects of this match. Styles has got Crews now into the corner. We haven't seen too much of Styles and Crews as of yet. I'm sure we will. We're about to see something right now. What has AJ Styles got planned for Apollo Crews? Look out, Styles off the top. Here we go. A superplex. Yes, off the top. AJ Styles now hooking a leg on Apollo Crews. This could be it. Itami and Joe are too busy. And it doesn't matter because Crews able to kick out. Itami though. Into the corner he goes. And oh, Samoa Joe sees an opportunity. He's going to try for it now. Apollo Crews kicking out again. I think everyone's going to get a turn to go off the top rope in this one. Crews just went off the top. And I think Itami's about to go off the top as well. Look at that! Well, what about that? That Skywalker off the top of the rope. And Itami, he has not moved at all. Styles missed a trick there. Could have gone for the cover there, I think, and won this match. Is he going to go for it now? No, dropping the knee instead. And Crews and Joe working down one another to the outside. Joe getting the upper hand. And this is no real surprise. Samoa Joe has been beating everybody up as of late. And he's doing it again in this match right now. And now he's... Oh, this is a cheeky pinfall. Come on, Joe. You're not going to get this. Surely not. Oh, a count of 2.5. Itami certainly waited his time. Styles not in a hurry to try and shut it down either. And now look at the power of Apollo Crews. What about that from Crews? He believes he's got it. Everyone's picking on Itami right now. And Styles, geez, he just got there in time. He certainly waited to the last moment. Everybody's trying to, beat up poor old Hideo Itami right now, and Crews is hung up on the ropes. Itami, he's trying to get himself going. He's been taking a world of damage thus far. Styles, whoa! No, I don't think he really connected there, and you can see he's not in a good way. Styles took a big risk over the top. It didn't quite work out for him. Now Crews picks him up and slams him down. And Styles might be about to pay the price. Here comes Joe, though. Oh, we've seen this plenty of times. The German suplex into the full Nelson. And now here comes another German. Apollo Crews, though. Impressive himself. We got 2 covers happening at once. And both men just stopping in their tracks. I think they realized. And I'm not sure what had happened there. Would have it been a draw? I don't know. But I think the referee might have shut that down as well. I'm not sure if he can see 2 covers at the same time. That's a little bit more advanced. I think he needs his glasses for that. Oh, Crews is over the top of the rope now. AJ Styles is coming. And now, meanwhile, Joe has a hold of Hideo Itami, who, like I said, he's taking a beat down. Hideo Itami, he just can't get going at all. And I think AJ Styles is practicing his dancing skills over there as well. And now, The boot right to the face of Hideo Itami. Styles countering Apollo Crews to try to get him against that barricade. Perhaps try to maybe put him through the barricade. I'm not sure. Crews, big drop kick there. And Joe slowly coming after Itami, who was able to evade after Joe took such a long time to get there. But again, Joe countering what Hideo Itami's throwing at him and able to stop Itami in his tracks, who just... oh, he just can't get going at all, can Itami? He's just struggling to really build any momentum at all. Swept off his feet as AJ Styles. And Crews drops the leg. And now Samoa Joe is against the ropes. What is Itami thinking here? Left forearm to Joe, following it up with the knee to the head. Itami taking a breather to the outside. And Apollo Crews, well, he's just doing a backflip just because he can, showing off. I mean, he gets in the ring, does a backflip and leaves. Well, all right, that's fine. Okay, you do your thing. That's good. It's not going to win you the match, but hey, it's cool. And meanwhile, look out, GTS! Well, we talked about Itami struggling. He might be about to win the title right now. No, Joe got the shoulder up. The GTS. Well, I was not expecting that. And Itami nearly stole the match. He nearly won the match right there. Crews, he got in the ring, but he knew he couldn't get there in time. He had to rely on Joe to kick out, and I guess because Joe has really suffered too much damage as of late, he was able to power out and keep this one going. Styles now back in the ring. Crews is going to follow him after the forearm, and look out, here comes Crews, dropping the leg there on AJ Styles. And now all four men back in the ring. Hideo Itami trying to put Joe away again. Crews is there. He won't be required because Samoa Joe kicks out. Itami now. Oh, look out, he's heading to the top of the rope. Ending up top, look out. Hideo Itami drops the elbow on the back of Joe. And meanwhile, Styles and Crews, I mean, we talked about it. Those two haven't really met too much of each other as of late, but they're certainly seeing a lot of each other in this match. They're outside the ring right now, beating each other up some more. Meanwhile, Hideo Itami's trying to put Joe away in the corner. Those stiff kicks, that is a true trademark of Hideo Itami. What he's all about, what he can do. Those kicks and knees are absolutely deadly right now. And Joe is wearing the brunt of it right now. And a big powerbomb there by Crews on Styles as well. Itami running out of gas. He's obviously taken a lot of damage here. He was the ragdoll for a while there for everyone. Everyone getting a piece of Itami. And it's certainly coming into play right now. He's feeling the effects. Joe back to his feet. But Itami shutting that down. And again, Apollo Crews dropping the leg on AJ Styles. Back in the ring we go. Well, Crews and Styles have been battling away. But can one of them lead to a victory here? Joe and Crews again. Well, I think Samoa Joe, he saw Apollo Crews in and thought this is a great time. Oh, AJ Styles, sunset flip through there on Itami. Oh, and well, that was interesting because Hideo Itami was being pinned on top of Apollo Crews. Well, who would have won that? Would Itami would have won that? I don't know. I don't think the referee would have known either. I mean, if we didn't know, how the hell the referee's better know? But anyways, the right hand to the back of Samoa Joe. This is getting interesting now because Joe and Crews now battling away to the outside. Itami and Styles. And we're about to see the conclusion to the match that didn't have an ending. Itami and Styles. Who truly is the better out of the two? Are we about to finally see a winner? A chop there onto Hideo Itami. AJ Styles picks up Itami, but Itami countering and now shrugging off Styles. And look out now. Both arms are hooked. Look out. Suplex and launches him to the other side of the ring. And Apollo Crews into the steel steps there by Samoa Joe, who is just continuing to dominate Apollo Crews. And I think Itami, I kind of missed that. I think he might have flown over the top rope. Well, regardless, it crashed and burned anyway. He's trying to get back to his feet. He's in a world of hurt. Samoa Joe still wearing down Crews to the outside. Obviously, he needs to bring it back in the middle of the ring to try and get this win. Itami is coming after Styles now with his kicks and strikes. And Joe, he's ready to face whoever gets the better of this. But instead, he comes back after Cruz. I think he got bored of waiting around. Now he wants a bit more of Cruz. And now, Itami to win the match. Look out, Joe. He's not there. But he's okay because Styles kicked out. Joe was not there to put the stop to that. And now Itami might trade places and come after Apollo Crews himself, who's still down. Just leave him out there. I don't know why they're so interested in attacking Cruz. They should be interested in trying to get the win in the middle of the ring. Cruz is not going anywhere right now. And Joe, he's got the right idea. Look out now, Samoa Joe. We've seen this many times. A German suplex into the full Nelson. Another German coming up. AJ Styles in trouble. We might have ourselves a new NXT champion. Both shoulders are still down after the German. Styles kicks out. Wow, that was close. Itami back in the ring. Kicking both men in the head at the same time. Nothing wrong with that. And Cruz, he's out of it. I think Cruz has no chance now. He might be gone for the rest of this match. He's struggling to get going. And the knee right to the head. Sorry, the boot right to the head, I should say, of Hideo Itami. And you see Styles, after taking those suplexes from Joe, he's just trying to regain his composure, regain his breath here, and try and get himself back to his feet. Joe, he's not through with Styles yet, but Itami's not through with Styles either. And look out, spinning powerbomb from Cruz. Where did that come from? Cruz has done it. No, I think Itami had the rope. I think the rope saves the day for Hideo Itami, because that would have been it. Cruz nearly still in the match. Where the hell did he come from? And now the Coquina clutch here by Samoa Joe. The chokehold on Apollo Crews. Is that going to be enough? And no, the steel chair breaks it up. And all from the back, from behind, the back of the head. Hideo Itami with a steel chair. And again to Samoa Joe. This might just be it. Itami can't quite do it. And Styles getting some more dance moves into the outside of the ring as well. Now he's finally back in. Has he learned the moonwalk or something out there? I'm not sure. He's practicing anyways. He must have a dance competition coming up. He is phenomenal after all. Styles, though, tries to sneak in and get the pinfall. Not going to happen, though. And now Itami and Samoa Joe to the outside. Styles with a drop kick to the back of Apollo Crews, who's been struggling for the best part of the last 5 or so minutes. Almost snuck away with a victory here, but this could be a real prime opportunity for AJ Styles in Saguri. And Cruz is down. Styles taking a moment, though. The NXT champion taking a moment to try and get himself prepared for what is to come. Cruz is bouncing off these ropes after these strikes from AJ Styles. Joe and Itami still battling away. Itami bouncing off the announce table. And Cruz receives the snapmare there by Styles. AJ Styles, he has Cruz right where he wants him, honestly. This is the perfect opportunity right now. Itami and Joe are both distracted on the outside. This is AJ Styles' moment. This is his time. Styles! And that drop kick right there. A baseball sliding kick there into the head of Apollo Crews. And this could be it. AJ Styles has Crews right where he wants him. Joe and Itami still going. Styles is ready. Styles is primed. Here he comes. The Styles clash. Connecting. Turns it into a cover. Styles. Both shoulders are down. Styles gets it. AJ Styles has retained the NXT Championship. Well, what a match this was. But at the end of the day, the champion prevails. Joe and Itami, too busy fighting each other to the outside, didn't realize what was going on in the ring. And what was going on was that AJ Styles was about to connect with the Styles Clash and put Apollo Crews away. He's done it! AJ Styles has won this match and retained the NXT Championship. What a victory! That is a huge win. And there's no doubt about it right now, Styles is the #1 man here in NXT. He has beaten 3 of the very best in one night. And not only that, he didn't get lucky. Styles is one of the best in this match. He was very, very impressive. But here's the winning moment right here. The Styles Clash. And right there, just rolling through and getting into a pinning combination straight away is where Styles got it right. Perfect from Styles, a great victory, and there is his prize. He keeps it for another day. Styles, NXT Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us for another episode of Universe Mode. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like. Let's try and hit 40 likes. I mean 4 likes, sorry. Just 4 likes, not 40, not 400, just 4 likes. That'd be great. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you watched the entire thing, make sure you put it in the comment section down below. Fatal 4-Way. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next video.